Hello, lovely world. So, I was talking with some friends of mine. I'm not gonna say which friends or what the conversation fully was, but and I was also talking about this to family and whatnot. Look, I know there's so much more to going to Comic Cons or VidCons or Playlist Lives or any kind of convention or movie premiere than meeting the celebrities. It's so much more than that. But for me, look, I know there. Okay, let's dissect each one. At a movie premiere, sure, the celebrities do a Q&A after the film is over and stuff like that. But the fact of the matter for movie premieres, it's going to see a movie that these actors starred in. And sometimes some of the actors that star in the film are actually there to watch the film alongside with you. And then, let's say we're talking about like conventions or conferences or whatever you want to call it. Sure, Comic-Con, Playlist Live, VidCon, Bufferfest, any of those types of conventions, they have a handful, not a handful, maybe like 20-ish guests special guests like celebrities, artists, cosplayers, stuff like that. They go to these events to, show off their cosplay ability. They go there to, show off their comic books or they show off some of their videos or, things of that nature. And it's not just, about getting an autograph. It's not just about taking a photo with this YouTuber or this celebrity or whatnot. There's so much more to conventions than just that. But for me, don't get me wrong. I love buying clothes, that like the one I'm wearing right now from Comic-Con. I love, going around to the different booths, whether it's, it's a booth that has a certain amount of comic books or, talking to the artists about what their creation was and what their thought process was going into creating this, comic or, what the idea was behind a video if you're going to a YouTube convention or it's not just about the creators at VidCon. There's so much more to do. I know that they have Q&A panels with the YouTubers and they have all that stuff, but they also have so much more. They have food trucks. They have all kinds of different stuff. They have a slide. They have a Ferris wheel. All of it, and VidCon is like right next door to Disneyland. And Playlist Live is not that far away from, Epcot and all of those, Disney parks in Florida. And, and for Comic Cons, it's not, like I said, it's not just about meeting a celebrity. Excuse me. I don't have whatever is going on. That was just out. I've been having a lot of allergies lately. I do not have coronavirus or COVID-19. I just have dust or something in my nose. But back to what I was saying. Look, I get that it's not just about meeting celebrities. It's not just about asking questions to the actors or actresses that show up at Comic-Con, whether it's the New York version, the San Diego version, even the version that I've gone to 3 times now. It's about so much more than that. It's about the communication, the connection, if you will, the everything. Looking at, Pop Funko figurines and looking at the artist's work of what they drew or what kind of a comic they created or, what type of foods they have at these conventions and stuff like that. And it's not just Comic-Con, it's all of the other cons that are out there that you could go to. Like there's I believe there's a cheer event that usually happens every year in Florida. I mean, from what I saw on the cheer on Netflix thing, that looks like that's what they do for that. There's dentist conventions. There's, you know, there's dance conventions. I mean, there's so many things out there besides, you know, YouTuber conventions and Comic Cons and stuff like that. There's so much more than just those types of events. But what I'm focusing on today is the Playlist Lives, the VidCons, the Comic Cons, the whatever else out there that you go to, Bufferfest. There was a convention called Minecon, which was Minecraft. You know, you've got BlizzCon. You've got even though I don't know if Blizzard still does that. Someone would probably correct me in the comment section down below. You know, you've got E3. You got CES. You've got all these things that happen every year that, you know, introduce games or talk about TV shows that are being premiered or talking about potential movies that are going to be released in the next, you know, 365 days or whatever it is. That's what Comic-Con is. That's what, you know, VidCon, that's how they represent. Don't get me wrong here. Sure, a lot, you know, they do like to get like some big named actors and actresses to show up at these things, or YouTubers to show up at VidCon and Playlist Live. And I know everything is digital now and everything is just being shown to you via the internet and stuff like that. But when we get to go back out there and go to these events again, like VidCon and Playlist Lives and all of these events, it's going to be interesting to see how how we can interact with our fellow creators, or, you know, if you're a YouTuber, but if you're an actor or an actress or whatever you are, it could be a musician, or it could be anything really on the internet. It could be a model. How are we going to react? How are we going to you know, are we going to be a little reserved when we see our friends in person, because I don't think we'll be able to hug or give handshakes or, you know, touch elbows, whatever it is. That's not going to be, you know, what we're allowed to do for a little while. I mean, eventually it'll calm down enough that we can, you know, hug our friends and our family and, you know, give handshakes and be able to touch them again and give them a kiss on the lips if you're dating someone. But this was all about, you know, what VidCon and what Comic-Con means to me. Because I've been to both events. I've been to two VidCons in my entire life. And I've been to 3 Comic-Cons in my life. Now, there's going to be more opportunities where I get to go to Comic-Con, whether it's here in my state, in my, you know, in Northern California, or whether it's 3,000 miles away in New York, or, you know, 600 or 700 miles away from me in Southern California. I don't know what the future is going to hold, but I'm hoping I can go to at least 2 more of the Northern California version of Comic-Con, and maybe one of the San Diego version, and one of the New York version. But that's just me. And I would like to go back to VidCon and meet some, you know, amazing creators on this platform. But who knows when I'll be able to go back to VidCon again. It may be another 2 or 3 years, and maybe 5 years, and maybe 10 years. I really can't tell. I can't really give you an estimate on when I'm going to go back to VidCon. But I can tell you, whether it happens this year or not, I want to go back to Comic-Con in Northern California at least 2 more times. Whether it's this year or it's next year, I want to go back. That's the main thing I want you guys to take away from this video, is that just because I like to go to meet celebrities and, you know, and you know, interact with them like I did last year, I still want to be able to do that but I want to up the ante a little bit. Whenever they do decide to have it again, whether it's this year or it's next year, I want to, get some sort of a photo or some sort of a, autograph to keep with, all of the other great memories I've had over the years, whether it's going to the 3 previous Comic Cons that I've been to, or going to the previous 2 VidCons that I went to back in 2013, 2014. And I did get to go to Sacramento Comic Con. I shouldn't say Sacramento, but that's what I was referring to. Anyways, I went to 2014, 2017, 2019. Maybe it'll be 2020 or maybe it'll be 2021 when I go to my 4th. I can't really predict that. Only Wizard World knows if they're gonna have this event this year or if they're gonna push it back to next year. Usually it's like right in September, October, maybe possibly pushing it back to November. That's when usually the event happens. But they haven't announced anything yet. They probably won't announce anything until at least August, maybe even July, end of July, early August. Stuff like that. And VidCon I heard was pushed back to September. I could actually go look that up right now. So I'm gonna go eat my sandwich and finish watching Tessa Violet's live stream for her board music video from like 5 or 6 days ago. And then I've been slowly getting caught up on some YouTube videos, and I did watch a movie and stuff like that. So I thought I'd just fill you in on it's more than just, going to meet the celebrities and talking to them. It's about what I'm wearing. It's about the artists that show up to it. It's about the cosplayers. It's about so much more than just, the celebrities. But for me, it's all about the celebrities. Bye-bye. You guys know the drill. I will see you tomorrow with a brand spanking new vlog. We're getting towards the end of VEDI. Vlog every day in April. And what else did I want to say? Have an amazing birthday, whatever age you're celebrating this year. And just have an amazing 2020. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.